Hi everyone, it is Allison and it is load time. Okay, so load 824 mini. This is just a 1 week load, so layout a day for 7 days. Today is day number 1. I'm very, very excited. Today we are talking about getting up close and personal with something. Prompt was, how did this situation happen? How did it turn out? And then the technique prompt is to create a pattern for your layout, maybe with stamps. So my up close and personal story is about the hummingbird that built a nest in our magnolia tree, like right beside the sitting area in our backyard. And we watched these little guys go from egg to hatchlings and then gone. And it was all very exciting. Nature, just, right there. So that's the story. Papers I have pulled from my August counterfeit kit are this basic gray one. I'll talk about that one in a minute. Which I think I'm going to use both sides of today. I like the yellow. There's some yellow in these magnolia leaves, but I think I'm going to mat the photos with the black, and then I'm going to put it on this background of this wood grain. This is this Heidi Swap wood grain. Now, this cut file. So one of the perks of owning a store is that you get to do a bunch of like classes and things with different manufacturers. And so this was sent to me for one of the classes, and I made the card as part of the class. I actually gave it to my mother-in-law. This is sitting in my stash. I was thinking I wasn't sure if I was ever going to use it again. Then as I was going through looking for stamps and dies and things to create this background, I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, there's hummingbirds on it. It couldn't be more perfect. So that is coming out, and I die cut it from this Pink Fresh leaf pattern. This is from the Simply the Best line. And then I think I'm going to back it in the yellow and then match the photos in the black, and then put all that on this, which I'm going to add some stamping to. So I have this in my stash. I think it came from like a scrapbooking magazine or card making magazine, because it feels, it's like cheap acrylic. It feels like one of those stamp sets that you get inside magazines. Anyways, there was 3 feather stamps on it, and I thought I could create a pattern on the back of this, or on the background, with those 3 stamps. I also have this die. I don't think it'll come into play, but I pulled it out in case I want to add any extra leaves. Other things I have, lighter green in case I need it. I've got a lot of the embellishments. I didn't bring out all of the embellishments. I'm going to try and whittle it down a little bit. And then I brought out the 2, like the gray one and the black letter stickers, to see which one works best once I have everything in place. I've got a few options for journaling cards, and then I have some die cuts. As I was going through, I was feeling the yellow flowers, so I pulled out mostly yellow flowers. Now, I think what I'm going to do is back the die cut, mat the photos, and then I will take a look at how it looks on this background, and we can figure out where I'm going to do my stamping. But I am going to take this branding strip off before I decide to make this a much bigger layout than it should be. Okay. I think we're just going to, now, before I do that, let's decide if my photos need to be matted with the bars running horizontally or vertically, I think horizontally. Okay, so the photos are matted. Put those off to one side, and then we can glue this sucker down. This is going to take a little bit of time. All right, it's glued. I had a thought, because this die set, and where did I put it? It's like a two-piece. It's got the inlay and then the outside. I was wondering about trying to cut out the outside. I don't think it will cut those leaves out again, but maybe it's worth the risk, yeah? Because I don't think I really want a big rectangular block on my page. I kind of like this die because of the scrolly edges and all the vines and everything. So let's just see if we can do this. It could go horribly wrong, but I have more paper and it'll be fine. It's just paper and time. Okay. So I think I need to sort of, oh, well that fit a lot easier than I was expecting. Okay, here comes the moment of truth. Oops. Oh, it's not lined up. Did it work? Oh, I think it did. Yeah. That was way easier than fussy cutting that out. Nice. Okay. You know, every now and then something, an idea works, and doesn't that feel good? Let's bring our background in and figure out where all this is going. So we've got the eggs. And we've got the babies, and then we got them gone. Maybe I spread it out. That might need to be popped up, actually. And we've got feathers to add. We had some journaling cards. Do I want? I'm feeling like there's a lot of squares on this page already, so I think I am going to not do journaling cards, and I am going to write on the background. So let's figure out feathers. And I'm going to just lightly pencil where that photo is, where that is, and where these photos are. And I think if we kind of maybe run some feathers down the side, what do we do? An L shape and feathers maybe? Or do we just have a column of feathers? Let's put this right back. Just do a column of feathers. Yeah, no, I think an L shape. Let's give it a try. Now, colors. That is the next question. So this is where I keep my oxide booper heads. So let's figure out colors. This paper, I don't think it's carved pumpkin. Fossilized amber it is. So fossilized amber, and then I want to bring in the green. Now I got a couple of different greens on this. I don't think it's peeled paint. I don't think it's mowed lawn either. Maybe rustic wilderness. Let's try rustic wilderness. And then I think we're going to do some scorched timber, just as a accent. What did I just see? Ooh, antique linen. Nope. I think we're going to go with those. I don't need my blooper heads because I'm stamping. Okay. Make some space. So we got a lot of green and yellow right here. So let's pick scorched timber. Let's go right in the middle so that we can test the stamp. Oh, yeah, that's stamp. Okay, okay. So I want to come off the page a little bit, which means I really should have a mat under here. Let me just get this scrap piece of paper.
So I wanted to show you my process for stamping, but it took a long time. So that would have made the video quite long. So I sped up the video actually 4 times. And so here I'm just showing you what I did. And it was basically, I had 1 feather stamp chosen for each color. And I just, with the brown, I just randomly put it in spots. And then with each subsequent color, I made little groupings of feathers in all the spots where the brown feather was. And it was as simple as that. Some of the feathers went off the page, and some are definitely going to be tucked behind photos and whatnot. But I just kind of wanted that texture and pattern in the background.
Okay, let's bring these guys back in where they approximately were. Wrong way. Looking at a timeline here. Do I need to add more stamping here? Yeah. I think this is good. I think I just need some more in here. See how that looks now. Yeah, I know you can, like, you can barely see that, but that makes me a lot happier, except I've completely covered up that. So let's add another one off the other side. Because otherwise that group looks a little unfinished. Okay, I like that. I'm going to put these off to one side so I don't accidentally put papers and things in there and get covered in ink. And let's glue these elements down, and then we can start working on all the extra bits. And this one I definitely want to pop up with some foam tape. Got to figure out what I'm going to call this. I should probably erase my pencil lines. If I can still see them. I think that's actually, there was a little bit of got the corner of the ink pad basically. That was up higher. And we'll just put some double-sided tape on the back of this. I'm not going to pop everything up off the page. I think that would be a little much. Having so much of this open, actually, well, I was going to say I could put my journaling card here, but what I could do is die cut the hummingbirds and build the hummingbirds on this. Kind of depends on how much work I want to do. Let's be real, because I love spellbinders, but their die cuts are super fiddly. Okay, I've got other pencil lines somewhere, yeah. Okay. Baby birds, empty nest. But first, let's figure out a title. So let's look at these two letter sticker options. Is that one or black? I like this one. Now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna call this. These are good old chipboard, so they are going to require some extra adhesive because you can see they're already falling down in the packet. Well, they are pretty old, but yeah, they are going to require some extra adhesive here. Patio Nature Channel. Channel have two E's, or two N's, I mean. Okay, title is down. I actually really like that. Let's take a look at all the die cuts that I pulled out and see which ones I want to add, which ones I want to save for another day. That one I want to save for another day. I can already tell you. I was thinking of the big camera, but no. Big flowers. No, I think it just takes away from this guy. So we might not be adding all of these things that I was thinking we were going to add. I feel like it takes away from this die cut. Interesting. Let's see about some of these flowers though. Okay, I'm liking that. Let's see what I have on my sticker sheet that I can add in. I just pulled out the one page of the Pink Fresh stickers because the other ones were all kind of icons that didn't really work with this, but this one had like word strips and things. Okay, you know what? I am going to take my own advice and just stick it down. Commit already and move on. I would like something else there. Not sure if it's another one of these flowers. I have this one. That's just not enough there. Let's see what's on Chamel's sticker sheet. An arrow. I do have to remember to get my journaling in. Need something else there. Okay, yeah. I think we're getting somewhere now. Just a little tag that says Everyday Magic, and then the yes, because they've flown the nest. I sort of feel like that's appropriate. Good morning sunshine for the baby birds, and then things to remember up here. And we will find a home for that as well. So yes, I think this is going to work. So let's get these glued in. Get this down so I can take it off my finger. Yeah, no, I will. Trying to decide what kind of glue to use, but I do like my double-sided tape. I'm going to come off the edge of the photo, and then this will overlap. And I'm bringing in a tiny bit of gold there. So that gives me the opportunity to bring in some of the other gold pieces on Chamel's sticker sheet here. Did I have that on top? Yeah, I think I did actually. So let's, now that I've got glue on that, pop it up. Maybe I will layer that one. Or do we need four places for embellishment? Oh, decisions. Yeah, but it's gonna go behind. one. Do we pop it up? I think so. Okay, I need to get my journaling on, and then I will add some more embellishments and dots. I've got these Maggie Holmes puffy stickers as well. I don't know if this is a puffy sticker layout though. So let's get my journaling in though. Okay. Let's add some more gold, and then we can come in with some other little bits and pieces. So I've got hearts and stars. Stars, hearts, arrows. I've also got this like strip, might have been good to layer underneath a lot of things. Okay, I think it's a little late for me to be adding that underneath everything. Let's just not be crazy, shall we? Okay, let's do some hearts. And then I'm gonna call this done because I'm melting. I'm absolutely melting. I turned my little fan off here because I didn't want the it was making more sound than normal, let's put it that way. And I didn't want it to kind of be distracting, and I am just melting. Okay. And is it a puffy sticker layout? About these guys. Yeah, it is a puffy sticker layout. Look at that. Okay, so let's get some of these little branchy things to my clusters. I have to move that heart, aren't I? Let's move it there. So I'll need something else there. Well, I do have a whole lot of birds, and you know I don't do birds, so I might as well do birds here. Seems really appropriate. Green birds work. I know they're not hummingbirds, but you know, we can't have everything. Now I was going to use the yellow. Think about this green. Sure. Now we have to figure out enamel placement. Yeah. 3 enamel dots left. Do you think I can just use them all? Use them all up? Challenge accepted. Oh, come on. I can fit one more enamel dot on here. All right. It's kind of satisfying to use up an entire row of enamel dots. Now, I haven't done this in a long time, but I think, you know what? I'm going to use my new Distress spritzes. Let's find the fossilized amber one. And let's get some flecks of gold. Just gonna cover the photos because I don't know if my photo paper allows me to wipe it off. So go up there. Bang upstairs. Okay, day one in the bag. I can't wait to see your guys' day one layouts in the gallery. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.